If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas to ease your pain.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our immigration vlog for the clinic called the Welcome Home Project. We are here today in the city of Lynn under the bridge right close to the Lynn commuter rail station with some of the beautiful murals that have been painted around the city. And we are answering your questions today about immigration as it relates to our patients. So make sure that you send me an email at this email on your screen, and also you can send me a video asking whatever question you have and it will be included on this vlog. So today let's see what you guys have been saying and then we will answer your questions. So I'm here with Amanda, and Amanda has a really important question related to public charge that we will be answering in our vlog episode today.
So my question is, after August 15th, patients that are here illegally who have obtained MassHealth or some type of state benefits, do they get kicked off? Do they lose those benefits?
Okay, and will those benefits automatically be lost,
Will they
or what will
automatically
happen?
be deducted, or will it be something that is a red flag when they reapply?
Right, and that's for October 15th, right?
Correct.
For when public charge supposedly goes
Right.
into effect. Okay, that's a great question, and we're going to answer that in today's vlog. Basically what happens when you apply for residency is, let's say you're applying through a family petition. So let's say you marry somebody and you are from another country, that person's from the US, and now you're going to apply to get your green card based on the fact that you're married to a US citizen. Well, you would fill out an application, you would pay a fee, you'd submit the application, and then you would wait. And at some point, you would be called to go to a USCIS office where you would be interviewed. Now, this interview is going to include lots of questions based on the particular application that you're applying to. So those questions might be about your relationship with your spouse, they might be about your criminal history, they might be about other affiliations that you have, and all of those things would be part of the regular assessment that's part of the interview for that green card. Now, at some point in the evaluation, in the interview, the agent will ask you about your education background, your language skills. They will ask you about your income. They will ask you about if you've ever been on any public benefits. And it's at that time that you would answer truthfully about yourself. So if you have not been to education past the 2nd grade, you would say that. If you speak 7 languages, you would say that. And if you have ever received public benefits, you would say that. And that is the moment where implementation, if the final public charge rule were to come into effect, it would be at that moment that the agent would be making decisions about whether you in the future are likely to be a public charge. So on the one hand, it's important to remember that it's really up to the immigrant applicant to tell the truth and say what they are applying, and say what they have received. But also, it leaves a lot of room for confusion, right? Because technically, for example, MassHealth Limited or Safety Net, which is emergency insurance, would not be considered a public charge benefit. However, when someone gets a MassHealth insurance card, the MassHealth Standard insurance card is the same thing as the MassHealth Safety Net insurance card, right? So while MassHealth Standard would be considered a public charge benefit, which most immigrants in this situation would not even qualify for anyways, just the fact that the person has a MassHealth card could confuse both the person and the agent into thinking that that person is accepting a public benefit that is included under the public charge rule, and could erroneously or mistakenly cause the agent to classify this person as a public charge when really, in fact, they might not be. So when it comes to implementation, ICE and the government, they don't have access to medical documents. They don't have access to, insurance documents. They can't just call up Mass Health and say, who are the people that you have on your insurance rolls, right? Because Mass Health has an obligation to protect its clients' private information. So really, the government has to rely on these interviews and on people answering truthfully about the benefits that they receive. And the system relies heavily on an agent's, what we would call, discretion as they are making the decision. Really, the decision is up to the agent. And if they feel that, or if they get the information wrong and then believe that that person will be a public charge, they could assign someone a public charge mistakenly. It also relies a lot on the client themselves, the applicant themselves, to know exactly which public benefits are included in public charge and which are not, and also to be able to distinguish between those when they go for their interview. So, lots of confusing questions, and very much the reason that lots of immigrant advocate lawyers believe that this is a very discriminatory rule, and they have taken it to court to try to sue the government and potentially stop the rule from going into effect. Along with your email today, you will receive a list of the benefits that are included in public charge and those that are not included in public charge, just for your reference as you work with our patients. So I hope you have a wonderful week. Next week we will be back and we'll be talking more about the issues that matter to you and all of the folks in our community in Lynn. Thanks so much and have a great week.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seed to change a life from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead